Good morning.
Good morning, Alex. How are you today?
Feeling fine, feeling good, especially having a meet up with you.
Wow, I feel so honored. Thank you.
Yes, it's so good that you took leave just because of this. Oh my goodness. Okay, talking about this, since you are always in meeting up with you in events,
Yes.
and then mixing up with those entertainment people, but you're working in the corporate world.
Yeah. Yes, I am.
So how do you differentiate this out? Sometimes when you talk to them, I'm sure you have your border to this corporate world of people, how to talk to,
Yes.
and the entertainment line people. So how do you incorporate with all these people?
Well, let's put it this way. If let's say that you are working in the corporate world, there has to be a lot of professionalism involved in terms of discipline, your character.
You mean yourself?
Yes, behavior and all that. And there is always a must that you know how to adjust yourself with human beings.
Okay,
Yes.
Interesting. Yeah.
The same thing applies in the entertainment industry because we know that entertainment it's very wide. It's wide. You've got people from every angle, every corner, and different job scope. So when you deal with people with entertainment, you know that they are very lively.
Yes.
They're very lively and
Bitchy.
bitchy in a sense, yes. Here and there, it all depends on who you actually
It's true.
are
Correct.
with. Yeah.
Correct.
Yes.
So that means you have to shift your personality.
Yes, we have to.
Jangan main-main, yo.
I mean, when we are in the corporate line, you are actually dealing with people who are at the higher level. In a sense that when it comes to hierarchy in terms of your position in the company, no matter whichever company that applies.
Hierarchy is you are talking about yourself?
Talking not only about myself, but even to my subordinates. Like we have those on the higher level, department heads, for instance, the general manager, the managing director, then you have the CEO, COO. So there's a lot of differences when you actually communicate with them. Although they are at the higher level, but the way that you talk to them, you engage a conversation with them, there is a difference. Yes. Whereas in the entertainment industry, people are very live. They can go crazy at one point of time.
But I'm sure nowadays, the new era, the upper level corporate people also they take it a bit.
You mean?
I mean, the way you talk to them is like you won't be so serious anymore,
Yes.
Unless if you're in a meeting, then maybe yes.
Correct. If you're in a meeting, then yes. You have to be very, very prim and proper in a sense that you don't simply say things.
Yes.
But you've got to be mindful with your words and whatever you're trying to communicate with another party. Yes.
Yeah, because if let's say we are talking about in the office myself, I don't think so. You need to be so serious about.
No. You don't have to be serious. You just have to make it comfortable for the other party to accept you in the conversation. Or even when you're in a meeting, it's the same thing. You try to make it a bit more fun. You don't be too serious in meetings. Because when you're too serious, it actually hits the person badly.
The environment also very
yes, the environment won't be a pleasant one. You can say.
Wow. So, but how do you differentiate yourself then? When you meet up with, do you start out with your corporate style first? Then only you start to, if you're meeting up with those models, dancers,
No, I think in my case, where for me, it's very simple to just mix around with everyone. I have got no preferences in a sense that you have to be like this in front of this person, you got to be like that in front of another person. No.
It's your real person now.
Yes.
But then it's just that you laugh louder.
Yes. It's in a sense that you try to make it comfortable for both parties so that it's easier to communicate rather than being so serious. Take it for example, I'm talking to you. And we're just as open as we are. Right?
Your image have been striking me about your presentation during the making of dreams. I never expected that you can. Your expression is so natural.
That was actually a one-off thingy, because when you know that the person is saying the wrong thing, you have to snap.
So it's true. I was thinking, wow, I have the what do you call it, the worries about you doing the act. But after that, I was like, it's so natural,
I think it's because you had given me the privilege to actually talk in my own words, rather than having to read a script and then you act it out according to the script and all that now.
I think that was reading the script, follow the script, that was previous,
the intention.
The last
but of course it was the last resort if you are unable to say your own words.
Yes, it's true. And then we try to make it more openly in our speech so that we act natural. Okay. That's why after seeing your first slot of making the dreams,
I think that was a very fun thing that we did.
Now I think you're going into a more tedious one.
Wow.
You have to I'm sure you know about your roles in the next movie coming up.
I think I've got to be a bit hard on it.
After talking to you, you know how to switch yourself from corporate to entertainment presentation. I think it's not difficult for you.
No, it isn't. I think it comes naturally because
I mean the movie, your role, I think shouldn't be any tough for you. But it's just that from a bitchy to a person who is very innocent.
The innocent look, and suddenly I become the hard-headed one.
Inside you're so bitchy.
I think it comes to a point where you know yourself, in a sense that you be who you are. You react naturally to the situation. And how you're actually gonna do it.
I believe in genuine.
Correct.
Once you act genuinely, everything comes from you naturally.
Correct. That's very true.
And then nowadays it's not like last time. Nowadays people meet people often, see a lot of things,
correct,
and people will feel that whether you are true or you're not. So if you are entertainer, if the person is the same level as you, he or she also becomes an entertainer to you.
Correct. It goes on the individual, on how you perceive another person. Because when you know the person better, it makes the relationship easier.
It's true.
And it's easy to work with that person for future events or whatever.
It's true.
It doesn't mean that when you're in the entertainment industry or when you're with people, you have to think high and mighty of yourself. Definitely not. It doesn't apply to me because I believe that there should be equal ways of actually dealing with people. Because everybody is human. Everyone is human. Everybody has got different ways of being themselves or reacting towards things.
So it's just that what you offer is what you get in return.
Exactly.
So actual fact is the person itself.
Correct.
If I'm not true to you, I talk entertaining, I'm entertainer to you, then of course you will give in return.
Definitely.
Just hi bye, right? It's true. It's true. I believe in this. I believe has to be true enough. Then in the end, you won't get disappointed.
True, because you have friends from every corner of the world, which is what you want. You don't want to like be so reserved in a sense that if you are going to only talk to the high level people, those who you think you would gain out of it, it will not work.
That is when you think. You
Yes.
think only.
Yes.
It's
But
not,
it's not on overall people's perspective, you see.
Yes.
Yeah. Every individual has got their own characteristics and behavior towards anyone that you cannot avoid. Yeah.
Like we are always in the meeting up with people.
Yes.
These are very true. That
Correct.
I don't know. Sometimes my friend tells me that, "Wow, you just change your facial expression so fast."
Yeah.
I said, "Well, I only give back what I was that I received."
Yes.
It's true. It's
Yes.
simple.
Yeah. For example, like how I got to know you was like,
Yes.
it's just out of the blue, you know?
Yeah.
Because we never expected to be actually working well together and all that. Yes. An opportunity was given to me, so I went through it. Winning or losing is besides the point.
Yeah.
We just strengthen the relationship
Yes.
because we don't have anything against each other, so
Exactly.
there's nothing to lose.
In actual fact, a lot of things may in collaboration.
Yes,
We don't know.
correct.
Like recently I got from a friend from India. I never expected that from 1 year of just texting through Facebook, he managed to get some magazine from Vietnam to sponsor our next Asian model.
Oh, that's excellent. That's
from
wonderful. Yeah.
It's by Magazine World in
Cool.
Vietnam. So it's just that you won't know.
Yes,
Things happen, you won't know.
correct.
So that's why be more positive to everyone.
Yeah. You don't have to be like very, how do you say? Oh, I'm only going to go with this person. I'm only going to follow this person.
Yes.
That's not the way.
Because I find that every angle there is opportunities.
Yes, there is. When it comes to you,
Yeah.
it's a limelight for you. If it doesn't come to you, life still goes on.
It's true.
Yeah,
It's true.
life still goes on.
So, since talking back about the next movie part,
Okay.
you already know partially about your role,
My role.
but it's just that the script is not out
It's
yet.
not out yet.
Okay.
Yes.
So how are you going to go into that role?
Probably I'll have to like do an instant switch, you know?
But do you how do you get into that role first? Are you going to see more movies?
Yes.
See more of this someone of your character?
Yes.
You know?
I will. We have to, because otherwise you will not get the information that you actually want to deliver. When you deliver something, it has to be fruitful.
Yeah.
Otherwise it's of no use.
Yes.
Yes.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
Yep. Looking forward to it.
And then we are planning to have a change of your fashion from the innocent
To the
to the what is called
extravagant,
extravagant.
or the, how do you say, what's another word for it?
I don't know. As far as I know that you are not no more an innocent person anymore.
Nah, I will just wear whatever that's given. Yes.
Yeah.
Because fashion changes
Yes.
as we move on, so
Yes.
we just have to adapt to the current lifestyle of how people is.
Yeah, it's
Fashion
true.
designers have got various designs,
Oh yes, it's
Yeah.
true. It's true.
so you still, if you want to do it, go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
Nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Yep.
Enjoying your life, huh?
Oh yes.
Should be enjoying your life all this while, and then like nowadays a lot of things happen, you know,
Yes.
and then we don't know what will happen tomorrow.
Correct.
This is what normally people
We
say,
we just have to be grateful that we wake up the next morning and look forward to a brighter day.
and we plan for what we wanted to have,
Yes.
right? So
planning is the key to success.
yes. So
Yeah.
next we will see our movie starting should be August, September.
Wow, excellent.
August, September. We are
That'll be
in the
good.
midst of planning now.
Okay.
And we will have another meeting with all of the cast.
All right.
So at least we know more about how the whole
everyone
progress.
will actually be informed of their roles and what they need to do and all that. Yeah.
Okay.
That will be good.
Okay. So hope to have a more regular talk with you.
Sure.
And a more topic that we can deliver to
everyone.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
All right. Cool.
Cool. Yes.